Good evening, everybody. How's it going? Or good morning. It's definitely evening when we're recording this. We are sitting there and we are getting ready to go stateside tomorrow morning. We still have one run to the sea can to finish packing the last of the stuff that we thought we would need here in the trailer. We're going to pack in the sea can because it turns out we're not going to need it. We got to say goodbye to one of our neighbors, Miss Marilyn. They've been amazing to us. But after that, coffee with a buddy, and then we're off. Hoping, fingers crossed, we're crossing the border no later than noon. It's 2 hours from High River to the border, and then another 4 hours, I want to say. Let's say 4 to 5 hours to Billings, so we should still be down there before dinner time. Anyway, kicking off this journey did not go as planned. Sarah had to wrap up a lot of last-minute things for work, which slowed us down considerably. We didn't cross the border until closer to dinner time. We spent our first night in a rest stop just outside of Three Forks, Montana, which actually was a half-decent rest stop. And then we poured coal to our first historical spot, which was the Battle of Little Bighorn battlefield. I wish we would have had more time here so we could properly appreciate this historical site. However, we needed to make miles for South Dakota, specifically Custer, South Dakota. Coming into Custer, South Dakota was not at all what I was expecting. My thought was that we were going to be coming in from the north through Rapid City. However, Garmin Maps brought us in through the south, which was coming in through Hell's Canyon, and it was a welcome change. The drive went from wide open plains that we were driving through for hours before that, and it quickly changed from wide open plains to trees to rolling hills and then driving through the canyon itself. Our first trip was to go to Mount Rushmore. Our campground rep told us we had to go through the Iron Mountain Road, which is also known as US 16 and 16A in the Black Hills. And we were so glad that we did. This highway was a post-World War II make-work project that was intended to increase tourism to Mount Rushmore. The tunnels that they blasted for this highway were picked specifically because the finished project would actually frame Mount Rushmore. We tried to get pictures of this, but none of them do them justice. Along the highway, there were several spots to stop, get out, stretch your legs, and stop your head from spinning from the 314 plus turns and switchbacks. An interesting historical point for Mount Rushmore is that Thomas Jefferson was intended to be on the left side of George Washington while you're looking at the mountain. But during blasting, they found either fractures in the rock, weak type of rock, I can't remember which one it was, where if they had continued blasting, it would only be a matter of time before they both fell off the mountain. These sculptures are also only, if I'm once again remembering properly, 50% complete. It might be a little bit more than that. George Washington is supposed to have more of his bust showing, and Abe Lincoln is supposed to have a full collar as well as his left hand holding onto the collar. On our way back to the campground, we took the Needles Highway back, which runs parallel to the Iron Mountain Highway. There are 3 tunnels that are so tight, it just, just watch the video, you'll understand.
I'm pulling in the mirrors. Think thin. Whatever the name of this truck is, think thin. We have like a foot on each side at best.
At best.
Like, was this a train tunnel? No, this couldn't have been a train tunnel.
I don't know.
That was... that was interesting.
How was that?
It was good. It was good. Made me really guess my whereabouts of where the vehicle is. I'm not really sure how to explain it, but like, yeah. Yeah.
While on this highway, we saw tons of motorcycles, cars, and side-by-sides, which in South Dakota, when properly licensed, you are actually allowed to run a side-by-side on the highway. All right, morning, folks. So, I want to show you guys a little something before we leave. Oopsie, I did that. Hopefully, is just a lesson learned and not coming out of our wallets. So I turn around and show you. So, up here, you can see we're really close to the tree and the window's not all the way out. That's because I actually bumped the tree with the slide out when we first got here. Now, the seal, as you can see, it's not properly out all the way. But if I'm being honest, at this point, I don't care because it still works. So yesterday we had torrential downpour. We were at Legion Lake. I forget what the name of the restaurant was called. And it was raining so hard you couldn't see the floating dock past the built dock. It was ridiculous. Inches of rain fell in a matter of minutes. So, anyway, nothing leaked in the trailer, which is good. My lawn chairs got soaked, but at the end of the day, theirs. All right, time to finish packing up and get going. Today we're starting our journey towards Ontario. We're gonna try and get across South Dakota today and into Minnesota, I want to say. Yeah, let's go.